Draco Lord. Okay, maybe not that one. Dark, or like D-A-R-C. Maybe not. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
Who ends up becoming Durin in the other games, right? It's the same.
No.
Model.
Draco Lord. No. Durin.
Oh, Dark is Draco Lord.
No, Dark is just his own thing. I got mixed up there. Dark is his own guy. He's a weirdo also.
Dark, he's calling you weird.
No, that's Dark with a C. Dark's probably asleep right now. He better be asleep.
Yeah, it is currently for him. It is 4:35 in the morning. D''ARC?
No, just D-A-R-C, I think.
I typed that in and it shows no images.
Like I said, he's not really remarkable enough to exist. I might have misspelled it, though.
Not remarkable enough to exist.
Man, this is some Power Rangers sound music.
This game is hardcore, I guess. Rescoid. Oh no, he's old news. That sounds so very harsh. What does?
Not notable enough to exist.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. One of the most lovable villains in My Little Pony has one of my least favorite sets of episodes. Which is odd because it also has a couple scenes that I really like, but I hated the episodes. Because the villainy in it, well, not so much the villainy, the bad in it was so bad. Because Discord and the things that Discord does, where it makes everyone hate each other, I actually got, like, mentally frustrated watching the episodes.
Maybe that was the point?
I mean, it is kind of. What's another good example? Ronan the Accuser sounds like a villain.
A very strange
As
one.
soon as you add the accuser, it sounds like a villain name, and you're wondering, what do you actually do?
Do you just
Accuse
like
people.
accuse? It's not a very villainous thing. I mean, it's weird.
Oh, the air exploded again.
What does that mean? Oh yeah, he killed something. He should have the same title as the devil. I think that's pretty villainous. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, is the Accuser one of the names for the devil?
Probably. Megatons generally don't seem... I've never played one that had a particularly interesting villain, though. I guess I also never get to the end, so never mind.
You had to go in there to kill that sky.
It's gone now.
So, a thing that's very interesting. So, StarCraft does have villains, but the villains are not who you think they are at first glance throughout most of the series. Like, once you know who a villain is, they stay a villain. But some of the people who you imagine to be a villain from when you first see them aren't necessarily a villain. You really need to play through the story. It's really good.
I have, a long time ago.
No, like the whole story, not just the first one.
Oh.
Man, that guitarist will be exhausted. He's just got to riff for hours.
That's what happens when you sign on to play an RPG with a rock background music.
keeps coming to mind because of the certain genres that were popular over the last decade or two. Is a lot of games where there is no like focal direct main villain. Typically, it's swarms of a type of thing. Like in Mass Effect, is there really? I mean, there is probably a head villain.
Yeah, it's me.
But isn't like really the villain more just the whole mass of the bad guys? Huh?
I didn't Mass Effect much. You have to ask IZzy.
So who's the villain?
Is it really that the head is the villain, or is it more just they're a bunch of mooks and this guy is their leader? Like, does the villain get his hands dirty very often?
Do you mean the villain of just the first game, or the villain of all three?
Any that you know.
The villain of the first game you fight at the end of the first game. The actual main villain,
Yeah, but the villain of the first game, you fight at the end. But does the villain do specifically expressly villainous things, or is it more the mass of the bad guys that do things that are arguably evil?
You don't see him do evil things.
See, because
personally.
that's like going back to Dio. Dio does evil things.
He is at 100%
You know
villain.
that he's the villain because he's doing things that make him a villain.
Yes.
Look at that tree.
You just gotta do it sometimes. That's whenever you approach the tree. Oh, you understand our words.
Oh, did you get all the books?
No, I ate a fruit.
My name's Rhoda. I'm a tree. I'm one of the twin trees born of the goddess in the time of... My leaves have felt the joyous timber. That melody can awaken even the forest itself.
Just follow these paths.
It brings back so many memories.
Did I get thrown into the past? Don't throw me into the past.
O swordsman, travel ye to my brother in the past, for at his feet lies a silver blade. And he'd like it if you'd like to get rid of it for him.
What do you think of the villain of Palm?
So have you figured out the plot of this game yet? Cause
No.
Okay. I love manure. I'm a tree.
What do you think of the gameplay once you got it under control?
It's weird.
Still.
Now I gotta find another tree.
Okay. One of... You said they're not technically the villain, but what do you think of Asphalt?
What?
Oh, yeah, he's not a villain. I mean, he's
Your
a...
rival in the first
I like how he
Pokemon game,
has an actual character arc between games.
where he becomes the Lance of the second game.
No, he becomes the replaces Giovanni when Giovanni goes away.
He is Giovanni's son.
No, he's not. He's
No, that's the rival of the second game.
Oh.
Yeah, no. The rival of the second game is just an asshat all the way through. Although you could name him Asphalt too, but Asphalt is the first rival.
Just call him Blue. Unless you actually named him that.
I don't remember. I think on the second playthrough, because I was a kid and I didn't understand how to like truly insult someone, I did something and just left it with a female symbol at the end because girls had cooties or whatever. Because I was little. I think it was Sharon Females when I named it. Kids are dumb. Let's see.
Did you just kill somebody?
Who? I guess. Okay, so
Culex isn't really a villain. I'm sorry.
Is DDD really a villain?
No,
No.
he was in the first game.
He wasn't even a villain then.
So you're saying the first game had no villain?
DDD and Meta Knight both
No,
are
they're not
perceived
villains.
as villains at one point,
They're
but are
enemies.
not villains.
No, the villain is Zero, and then the games have villains. DDD was a villain for a game, I'd say, and he is the big bad of most of the spin-off non.
Is
platforms.
Wham Bam Rock the only villain in Kirby Superstar?
Marks.
Oh yeah, I guess Marks. Marks is probably the villain.
Yes, he is absolutely a villain. He conspires to do a bad thing to get power.
No, I mean like he probably of the whole game would be the villain. Because even Wham Bam Rock, he's really just the final boss.
It's more like a guardian of the caves.
Yeah.
No one. It's not really ever explained.
In reality, isn't Kirby kind of always the villain a little bit?
I mean,
There'll be people
Really
like hopping
came
around
offensive.
and they accidentally shoulder check him, and so he just consumes them.
yeah, Dynablade wasn't an antagonist,
Dynablade
but
isn't
not
really
a
a
villain.
villain. Dynablade's just protecting
Giant
the kid.
is just a large mom.
Yeah.
DD, like, in his own narrative of Spring Breeze, isn't he kind of a villain? Just a petty villain?
Yeah, he is petty.
By saying that stealing all the food is villainous.
Yeah.
And then there's 0 and 02.
Yeah, Meta Knight would be it. Yeah, Meta Knight's not a villain.
Yeah.
He
likes fighting Kirby because at first he was training Kirby and
I guess
eventually.
because he became a rival.
Yeah.
As did DD.
Fun fact.
DDD has
Kirby
6 letters.
64 and Great Cave Offensive are two of the very, very few games I 100%ed. I don't typically successfully 100% games, but I collected all the treasures in Great Cave Offensive. Actually, and I went to every world in Milky Way Wishes. I 100%ed the original Kirby Superstar. I did not finish any of the extended Ultra stuff, period.
You played Ultra?
Yeah, I own Ultra.
Yeah, I know you played it.
Yeah, I just bought it to put on.
You have plenty of games you've never played. Don't talk to me like that.
Not back then, not before I started streaming, and I considered that I was going to use them as a stream. Yeah, no, I played all the way through the original game on that. Legendary Starfy, I beat all of the game except for the unfair, ridiculous
Elder
part.
Scrolls 4.
I've played it.
Oh. See, I didn't know.
Yeah, I actually had to not play it for like a year while I waited to get a new computer with better graphics card and some drivers that the other one couldn't download, because it would crash whenever I'd get to the well at the end of the first area.
Ouch.
Yeah, because I'd already have wasted all that time, and then the second you select the well, it'll start loading, and then it would have a graphics error, and that would close the whole game every time. I was talking about something before. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I completed everything there was to do on what would have been the original Kirby Superstar in Ultra. I just couldn't beat any of the rest of it at all. I got like 3 levels into the
There's not
first...
much more to do, but Revenge of the King is basically like Ultra. It's like extra mode Spring Breeze.
Yeah. But then also...
do take note that in the original Spring Breeze, there's an audience and everyone's cheering for Kirby. In the King's Revenge, Revenge of the King, when you get there, the only person in the audience cheering for Kirby is Bandana Waddle Dee.
Waddle Dee.
Who you just beat up.
Waddle Dee is very huggable.
He's very round.
Yeah, he's shaped for hugging. I like huggable video game characters. I want to hug them. But yeah, I did all of Legendary Starfy, which is a very enjoyable game up until it becomes ridiculously unfair. I 100%ed the first 4 Paper Mario games for all intents and purposes. And by that I mean I did not technically 100% Sticker Star, but it's because I would have to just grind excellent action commands for 3,000 more of them, and I really didn't see any reason to do that.